Welcome to Gran Turismo 7 and JCCR Racing, where we are taking on Dragon Trail with a little bit of practice. We've gotten up to a 151.6, so clearly have not grasped GR4 class, and the GR4 class is just less braking, and the braking isn't as hard and aggressive as the braking that we end up doing in the GR3 class. But I'm not starting in last. I am starting in 12th. So last time we went from 16th and finished in 10th. If we can gain the 6 positions, we'll be where we need to be in the top 8. So welcome everyone. Thanks for making it into the live stream. As you make it in, please do drop a comment. Love to hear from everyone. Hey, Ronan47, it is going to be a great night. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to be doing YouTubers versus subscribers right after this. And I am actually wanting to get into this live so that I don't miss any of the chit chat. So let's see here. Yes, the live's being offered. It's working. It's running. Ronan, great to have you back. Can't wait to race with you. Let's just get through the paperwork, the administrative work of doing a track here. So Monday to Friday, we get in, we do... Generally now it's been one race, and after that one race, racing against randoms where things can be pretty hectic, pretty wild. I like to do the whole how to survive weekly races. Dano599, the Texas Ranger, bringing justice to the league. So one of the JCCR racers and a good friend of ours. Looking forward to racing with you, Dano. I am starting up in 11th after those practice laps in the Ferrari, but now I'm going to be racing in our Porsche Cayman the GT4 Porsche Cayman. Now, I'm not sure what to do with the brake balance in the Cayman. I have no experience with it. If anyone knows, let me know, and I will copy and listen. When you were kids, we were taught that copying is bad, but in reality, that's one of the keys to success. And it's not quite copying, it's watching what people who are better at you do, and then finding a way to make that doable for you. And that's why I like taking on these races and putting these live streams together, because I'm a rookie amateur racer starting from the E class and one day making it to the A class. But I'm going to prove that perseverance, it gets you far, or it's already gotten us at one point to the top of the B league, the top of the C league, racing with some B drivers. And that's all about copying the pros, but figuring out what do they do to succeed, and how can I replicate that in a way that's replicable. Lots of pushing here, so all these people wasting time pushing around, and that's why I'm able to get an easy pass in. We've now jumped 3 positions, and we'll jump more if they keep playing around with this bashy arcadey Call of Duty racing. Alright, so GR4, I'm learning that I can't brake as much as I do, or as hard as I do, in the GR3 class, but I do need some braking, so there were some mistakes made. We'll try to correct them and make back the spots. Take the outside line, a little dangerous line, but if we don't get thrown and beaten into the wall, we'll be just fine. Oh, the guy that tried to take us out sounds like he ate some wall, and that's a weekly race for you. People can't handle it if you do a clean pass and you're just driving faster than them, and they ego check you into the wall. Good evening, Deep. Great to have you back. Thank you very much. So it's running around, what, 7:30 a.m. your time, and you've made in, maybe with a nice egg breakfast. So that's unfortunate, because we were just completely taken out. There'll be no penalties given, and it makes these races, that makes it so that there's no Fs given, no fun. And no F's given. It definitely must stand for no fun given. So I guess I'll just do some practice warm-up laps. You know what? I'm going to quit it here, and I'm going to go straight to the lobby races. Not a huge fan of getting taken out in a filthy way. People that I was easily passing, yet again for the second time. And it is not the type of racing that we should be faced with. But if you are faced with that kind of racing and you get frustrated, some choose to retaliate. I choose to go into the lobbies. Uncle Phil's in the house. Welcome, Phil. Don't forget to check out Philness's channel. Give him a subscribe and a good old like on as many of his videos as you can. Please do the same for Knight Rider Jim and Dano, and Deep, I believe, has a YouTube channel as well, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to have to check it out. My memory hasn't been great. Starting a few years, well, I got the long vid, and the long vid left my memory. My breathing wasn't great, and it left short of breath. Couldn't walk what I used to be able to run, and since then my memory has just been complete hot garbage, and I'm still waiting for it to come back. Okay, so we'll load that up. We'll switch up. Now, who was it? I think last night we ended with the idea that I can't remember who had won, and that they'd be picking up again. So let me know. Well, Philness, it'd be great to have you join our races, Philness. All right, so I've just started streaming, because I always stream Monday to Friday unless I'm sick or something's going on with the family. But generally, Monday to Friday, Monday to Friday, every night at 9:30. And we are doing a Halloween race lobby. Come join us in 20 minutes. Well, if you're... Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess that works. You probably pretty much set that up for when my regular races end. So I appreciate that you set it up for the regular races. So we'll do a few races here. And then we'll switch over to your race. So let us know when your race is set up and ready to go. Let's start on Let's start on Maguire. I think that's a great race. I think it's a well-liked race. So let's see what kind of traction Maguire picks up. It's one of my favorite races here. Hey, Super Doofus, welcome. Tom, like I said, folks, if you're watching this on repeat and you're not just part of the live stream and the regular crew, great. Thankful to have you. But do check out Super Doofus's channel, as well as Dano, Philness GT, Knight Rider Jim. Check out the people stopping in the live stream and give their channels a little look-see, a little look over. I guess I do need a GR3 car. That is one of the main criterias here. All right, let's see. Let's give this a boot in the McLaren. See how that feels. Don't forget, throw on your soft tires, folks. And we will enter the course as people load in. Try it up +3, I think where I should be driving the McLaren. Handles very well in the grass. You can give it pedal to the metal in the grass, and the car doesn't just take off. Oh, thank you very much, Dano, for coming to join us. Right on, mate. We got Hanon in 1942 and Murciello. Pretty smooth. Really smooth powering out of corners. Could use a little more turn-in. I'm getting a hang of the track again. Wait for a few more JCCR racers so we can really truly have JCCR versus YouTubers. Christopher Beaver, welcome back. I am well. I had some serious back pain that turned into neck pain that then turned into a migraine a short while ago, but this week I am doing pretty decent. The pain threshold is a 1 to a 2 out of 10. No trouble walking or sitting or getting up or down. Generally with my back pain, I'm usually always pretty okay sitting. It's when I walk, stand, sit down, get up. All right, we got 7 racers. One more racer. Basically at the end of this lap, we'll get the race going. McLaren feels great. Fun to practice up in the McLaren. Quite a big fan of the McLaren. Quite a big fan of the McLaren, but the McLaren doesn't have a red and black livery, and that's pretty much my favorite colors right there mixed together. NSX passes the test. V12 Vantage looks a little not quite cutting it for me. But, ooh, red and black. The Mustang looking amazing, sounding amazing. One of the best sounding cars in the game. All right, now let's see. We got the softs on. Oh, let's wait just a moment. We'll get Simba in here. And Super Doofus, let us know if we are to wait for you, if you're about to get in or not. Mr. Ronan, you're fast. Let's get the super fast guys here a little lower on the list. They can have the joy of passing us all. Let's see, Anon, what is he rated at? Okay, Simba's going to stay at the bottom just because of potential crashy issues. And CW Ross with a B rating is going to go to the back because generally E means they don't go online, but they destroy people in the lobbies. Bren N. Oh, fantastic. We got an A racer right there. If he can hit that check mark and pick his car, we're going to be ready to put the pedal to the metal. Get a race or two in before we jump into Philness's Halloween lobby. Oh, Super Doofus, no worries. Thank you so much nonetheless for dropping in and, you know, saying hello. And, ooh, on vacation in the middle of the ocean. Christopher Bieber, well done. Very well done. So I guess we'll start the race without Bren. Give Brad a little 10-second countdown here. We'll call that a squirrels. Oh, just in time. We'll call that a squirrels countdown because that wasn't a proper 10 seconds. And Christopher Bieber, how is the cruise? Is it clean and classy, or is it debauchery? And what cruise line are you on? Are you with, you know, Disney, Carnival, Viking? Oh, and I've like a dirty lobby guy. I've started myself at the top when I'm not the worst racer here, possibly. Well, there's an E. The E might actually be really good. You definitely don't want to be on a boat when the zombie virus breaks out on that boat. Nowhere to hide, nowhere to go. And you have to pick between the sharks and the zombies. You throw yourself into the ocean. Already a deal with the munchy zombies. I'd be more worried about the purple-haired Karens, but not if there's a zombie apocalypse, just in general. Oh, that was Marciello. He's a bad boy. Well, I guess I'm joining my friends down here, my fast friends that I put at the bottom of... Oh, they must have been taken out as well. Oh yeah, they're taken out as well. So we've got a few randos that we need to clean up here. Oh, Jay Rizzio, beautiful car and beautiful driving as usual. Christopher Bieber, what is your... Wow, you're in the middle of the ocean and you're catching the show. This is wild. Woo! Thank you very much. Now, Christopher Bieber, let us know, what are some of your favorite things about the cruise ship? I've never done a cruise ship. I've shopped it and looked at it. I've done many resorts where you go and it's all-inclusive resorts. And I generally, actually I've always, almost always, not always, other than one time, I've always stayed on the resort. I worry somewhat about cruises. What happens if someone's decided to contaminate, either deliberately or indeliberately, that the water's been contaminated? What if the water's contaminated and I'm now sick in a small room with, they do have medical staff though, so that's really great. Cruise ships, nurses, medical staffs, from what I've read. My brain goes through all the, obviously not all, I can't possibly think of all the possibilities. Generally, if something's new, my brain runs through many possible scenarios. What I would do, how I would react, how would I, survive or thrive. And recently we were gonna go with baby girl on a cruise, but then we're like, okay, well, she's not allowed in any of the pools, even with a swim diaper on, and she's pretty clean. She doesn't do things in our pool, but we're not going to torture her by being around pools. She loves getting in the pool and splashing around. Like, wow, we're not going to go on a cruise where she can't be in the water the whole time, other than, our room's shower. I'm also worried, what if I start to get bored on the cruise? Man, I don't drink anymore, but when I used to drink, I didn't like the fact that it's not all inclusive. I was like, wow, I'll spend $1,000. If the drinks are $15 a drink, I'll spend like $1,000 in that week. Math's a little off, but not really. 10 drinks a day. Maybe if I really would get into it, 15 drinks in a day. Alright, I'm trailing behind. Can I catch up to CW Ross here? Ronan, hopefully you can keep Marciello off of you. Hopefully he doesn't give you the boot like he gave me. Very nice, lots to do on the cruise, cool. Well, really, to have a great cruise week, all I need is a tennis court and someone to play with. Love tennis. Or maybe if there's like a cowboy cruise and you got to shoot clay pigeons off the side of the ship, that would keep me pretty entertained. I'd do that for a few hours every day. Never come across, I wonder why I've never come across fantasy cruise, like Star Wars themed, and you dress up as Star Wars the whole week, or cowboy themed, or just theme, and it's a different theme every night. Yes, CW Cross, not being a clean driver here. But with patience, we'll pass him. Is he gonna? Oh, he is gonna hit us. Bye-bye then. Bye-bye. Batman has struck. Grappling hook. Into a swing drop kick. Now you see, you can't exercise kindness if you have no ability to be unkind, because then you're not really being kind. You're just behaving in the only manner that you can. And there we go. I've exhibited. Ha! CW Cross. He came to hit us and he's upset that I took him out. Oh, that's so funny. The Dark J, thank you. I learned from Batman himself, which you are indeed. Well. Sometimes, and it's from the reactions we've read like earlier this week. Super Doofus, a guy was taking everyone out the whole race. I'm not gonna put, assume anything. I think maybe Super Doofus might have maybe Batmaned him, but then the guy went all out wild and got really upset. And it's like, there's some self-reflection missing. You should probably be thinking, "Oh, I'm people got tired of me. This is what you get when you drive dirty." But oh well, it's how we all learn and grow, right? If there aren't consequences to actions, people don't learn and grow. Yes, freedom is very important, and I think everyone should have the freedom to make their own choices, even to the point of let's have as little tax as possible. It's not essentially only tax people for the absolute essentials, military, police force, and then leave them their whole salary. And CW Cross, you're hitting me first. Where is it? Where is it? How can I pick this here? Swing and a miss. Oh, this is long. You can't talk it out. You can't talk into your microphone. There we go. All right. Now, let's see. As Philness, I think, will let us know. He'll drop in and say that his race has started. So let's see who won the results there. JCCR Ronin, the Mercedes AMG, doing a fantastic 157.1, which is a good amount. That is really quick. That's fantastic. So, JCCR Ronin, it is up to you, my friend. The man with the greatest patience gets to pick the next race. All right, so let's get here to Out of This World Gaming. Good evening, good sir. Thank you for making it in. And folks, do check out Out of This World Gaming on YouTube. Give them some good old likes and a subscribe. And Suzuka is the next race. I'm looking forward to Suzuka. It's got its challenges. It's a lot of fun. It's a tight track. You gotta be strategic on where you pass and when you pass. And I am hoping that I don't get taken out in the first hairpin. Because if I recall, last night I was doing decently and got destroyed in the hairpin. Let's see here. Rolling start. And we're off. We've got the full racers here. All right. All right, let's hit the check mark. Pick your car, pick your tires, and get ready. Okay, everyone's ready. Let's jump on in. Let's start this race up. Let's put the pedal to the metal, and I wish everyone good luck. And the basement is actually warming up, and so are these races. And I've got to take myself out of... I have to put any D racers ahead of me, and maybe put 1 or 2 C racers in front of me. D racers actually are often quite fast. They just avoid the weekly races and do a great job putting down fast laps in the lobbies. All right, pretty hard to do it. I always chicken out, but can't brake. Need to brake in the second section of that turn. Alright, Dana will be passing us shortly, and that'll give me an excellent opportunity to learn. And I guess if I can spread one message, when someone's in the process of passing you, not cool to knock them off the track. The goal is follow them and learn their lines, and if they make a mistake, enjoy getting the pass in. So follow them until you've got an opportunity to pass, and then give it the good old clean pass. No contact pass. All right, well, the group will be shortly passing me, as I almost certainly will make a mistake somewhere on this track. I'm sure some of the cars back there are going to get through there flat out. Now, one of the best things you can do for yourself is know your car, because knowing your shift points and how it's going to behave under pressure. Oh no! Hey, Super Doofus, the good news is you have a dog. Your dog loves you, but now your phone is not very happy. Better to have a wet phone and a happy dog than a clean phone and no dog. Dogs are just fantastic. They make life so much better. They do make travel plans a little hard, because I have a lot of trouble leaving my dogs at a kennel. So we haven't been back on vacation since, well, the last 2 times we went on vacation, we went to Florida, and we actually took the dogs and we drove down just so that the dogs could be with us. I remember in 2018 I went on vacation, and for the last 2 days I was really homesick. My heart was hurting because I missed the dogs way too much. Okay, so I definitely should not put myself in first in Suzuka, because it seems like I know how to race this race, but it might also be that there's a lot of, I'm wondering if there's a lot of hitting and bashing in the back, because that definitely slows both the hitter and the receiver. But the Dark J's climbing up, so we'll see. Sorry about this, folks. I didn't realize that I was properly quick at this. Wow, I get racing against these legends. If I'm not getting past, then yeah, we can say I'm quick on this race. Not in general. Lieutenant slow in general, but on this race, I guess I'm pretty quick, and I should not have put myself in first. So important to get that first turn right. Oh, survive. Let's just hope the tires aren't too dirty. Oh, so that was taking a little easier after getting the tires dirty. All right, the JCCR Dark J made the pass on Marciello. Good job, Dark J. Ooh. Oh, and the Dark J blew away my time, beating me by over 1 second. Great job, the Dark J. Anon saying thanks for the race. That's awfully kind of him. Thank you very much, Anon, for sharing some kindness. Alright, final lap. The Dark J is catching up. He needed just maybe one more lap. Got this in the bag as long as I don't make a major mistake. Find out if I buckle underneath the pressure. This track has become so much easier to drive in +3 with the Porsche 911. Tremendously simpler to drive with the 911. There must have been something. Maybe at the start of the race, there must have been a lot of bumping or crashing that slowed down the whole pack. And again, group, I'm sorry. I did not expect to be that quick on this race. Put myself in first because I figured I'm going to get passed by at least half the pack. Well, I feel dirty, but I still did a thing. I did a thing! But dirty. Started off in first. Dano got hit up by the BRZ. The BRZ got me. Did he hit you and that slowed you down? Or he got you as in he got a good pass in on you and passed you at the end. You had a nice battle with the BRZ. Let's see. Dano. Who's driving the BRZ here? Oh, Dano. Oh, the BR. You were driving the BRC. Okay, fantastic. It got you. Oh, yeah. When we try a new vehicle, it can totally get us. I'm still waiting for the call from Philness to say, come join. And if we don't get it, I guess I'll keep racing or until we get more information here. All right, Knight Rider Jim. I'll see you guys in Phil's Halloween race. So let's do that. Let's head over to the Halloween race. Great race. Very good race, guys. Thanks for giving me a shot and letting me finish first for once. Much appreciated. Oh, and Vabhav Prasad. I'm sorry if I've said that incorrectly. It's my best shot. Trying my best here. Spooky race. Ooh, this is I like this concept a whole lot. Oh, room is full. Okay. But I do really like room is full. So I guess I'll go back to building a race. And I guess I am the winner of the last race through some cheating on my own behalf by starting myself up in first. So let's also do a spooky race in that case. We'll follow our brother there, Philness, and we'll do a very spooky race. Let's do Norskleif. I won't win this one, and all you have to do is beat me. And when you beat me, you get to pick the race. So that's how the rules go. We put the slower racers up first. We'll do a template here. Thanks, the Dark J. All right. Okay, so we've got our race loaded up. Let's find Norskleif. Saying that incorrectly, I'm sure. And by the way, the world's most beautiful castle. Is it in Austria or Germany? Oh, I can't remember the name. I built it as a 3D puzzle. For some reason, I thought it was in the the dark forest or near the dark forest. I thought my father had said that it was where my adopted grandfather came from, the area of Saxony. Oh, Dark J, congratulations. You made it in. I think you might have been the only one far from our group that made it in, or maybe someone in his group left, one person left, so that freed up one spot. But we'll follow along. We'll do spooky-ish, not at night in the rain, because, well, I have respect for myself. JCCR Ronan bringing out a good point. He says it often, but it applies tonight. Ill-gotten gains destroy the soul. You also have to be careful about destroying the soul. Like if you take thousands of acres of farmland and turn that into a solar panel farm, well, you're probably going to end up destroying the land for thousands of years because, well, solar panels break because of hail, because of wind, because of birds en masse crashing into them and dying. Solar panels, if used, belong in car parking lots to create shade for the cars, and also parking lots, asphalt creates a ton of heat. They create heat sinks around cities, and as such, if you at least shade that asphalt, and you know, solar panels obviously do heat up. So instead of heating up the asphalt, you heat up the solar panels and you make electricity. And the people can charge the cars, or you can send some back to the grid and actually try to do a little bit of good for the pollution that was created to create those solar panels. Never forget, much of what we are told are lies, and we should question everything. JCCR Ronan sounding amazing, my goodness. Jaguar. Marcialo with, I was going to say the Lamborghini Diablo. I want a Lamborghini Diablo. Oh, thank you, the Dark J. Give my spot to someone who likes the... Oh, I'll come back to your lobby, but it sounds like after. Give my spot to someone who likes this track. Fair enough. But it's only one lap. JCCR West. And let's see. Z4. Steven in, what is that, the NSX? Looks like that, yeah, that's the NSX. We got the AMG here. The Jag does make it too spooky because it's scary, because you never know if you're going to make it to the end of the race. And the Dark J. Okay, so Dark J, you're saying you're going to sit this one out? I think that's what I understood. I'm going to wait. I'm going to do a 10-second countdown, because I know I'm always 10 seconds behind, so I'll give you the time to hear me. Sorry. Oh, that's very cool. Very cool, CW Cross. I applaud you. Very good to say, like, hey, sorry if I made contact with anyone. This track's pretty new to me. And that way, when you say it in advance, when it happens, no one's being like, hey, that makes no sense. Let's Batman. Because how this lobby works is it's JCCR, racing clean or kick. But before the kick, you know, there's usually a little like, oh, well, maybe that was an accident. Sometimes things really don't seem like an accident, but usually people will get Batmaned before they get kicked, and it's just like a bit of a warning. But if you say in advance, like, hey, this track's new to me, I'm going to be having trouble with it, or, you know, however you want to word that, well, then we all understand. It's like, oh, okay, well, if we get hit in a corner, it's just they miss their break points. It's not because they're trying to spear me into another stratosphere. So let's get this race going. Oh, I didn't... Oh, yes, good. This is going to be a random setup of grid order. Boot, then... Yeah, it's kind of a boot, then kick. Yeah, that sounds good. It's a bit of a boot, then kick. And straightaway hits are probably the thing that I loathe the most. If you're on a straightaway and you're getting hit, sometimes some people will see it as like, hey, I'm just trying to get my line. I'm trying to ask you for a little space. I kind of run on a no contact, or try to avoid all contact. So kind of run on the rule of no contact, so no pushing to get your space, because when you push to get the line, it's really supposed to be jump in front of the car if you can make it, or tuck behind them if you can't make it, because pushing to get your line often sends the person off into last place, and it slows both cars down. So here I need to tuck behind because I see Marciello has the edge on me in that incredible sounding Lamborghini. By the way, the Lamborghini Diablo, I think that's a car that'll just continue to go up in value, and it has gone up a lot. So the next big increase in car values, instead of a stock portfolio, if you know cars better and you feel safer with cars, well, you can always look at the Lamborghinis from the 2000s, 2000 to 2010. Their prices are actually around 125 to 165 Canadian. And you know, there was a time when Diablo Lamborghinis weren't very expensive, and there was a time when Lamborghini Countaches weren't expensive at all. Well, relatively inexpensive. You'd buy them for maybe about 50,000 Canadian, and now they're selling for, you know, add a zero to that. But as it's often the case of pick up a car and hold it for 10 to 20 years. Even if you just keep it in neglect, it's better than buying a fountain. Better than buying a $50,000 fountain, that's for sure. Woo! Took it to the danger zone there on the complete limit. I love to see how Marciello is driving. He's right behind Ronan. I haven't seen any contact. Super clean. So I'm gonna have to be extra careful if ever I'm in a position to pass, or just extra careful that I don't beam into one of these turns going way too fast, missing my brake points. If so, I'll need to throw myself off the track to avoid a collision. Gotta be smart about where I'm gonna pass. Probably if I can set up the last turn before the straightaway. Oh. Alright. Got JCCR J Rizio behind. Just like any race, we need to just work about and put in the work to go from the complete outside to the complete inside to the apex, and if we do that, we'll be fast. I guess that's all we really need to worry about. That and not spearing anyone into another stratosphere. Alright, Marciello, you are a solid driver, and I see that you're a better driver on this track than I am. Just keep a little bit of distance. Make sure I don't miss a break point and give you the good old punt. Speed through this section. Try not to brake too much. Oh, this track requires big boy pants. Oh, that corner right there is always the one that intimidates me quite a bit. I usually brake through it. At least I did not this time. That was my chance, but he came right back into the defensive position just in the nick of time. Otherwise, I was gonna get him there, and he did the right move. He did the defensive move, and I did the right move because I'm responsible for... His job is to block me, and my job's not to run into the back of him. Oh, we've lost Dano. As soon as I saw a Red Viper, I know that is the Texas Ranger himself. Locked himself off the track right there. Oh, geez. Marciello, I will wait for you to get back on track there because we had a contact. Well, that's one way to slow down for a turn. Not the best, but it's a creative way. Or maybe uncreative because I didn't make the right choices before the turn. elevated curve. Now, if Jay Rizzio caught any of that, he must have wondered, what the heck is Johnny doing flying all around the track here? No gear suggester, that means go, go, go. He's got enough track to try to make it up here. Oh my goodness. I wasn't going to hit the wall, but oh, good job, Jay Rizzio. Fantastic pass right between the two of us. Oh, you blew our doors off. That was fantastic. Quality, high-level passing right there. Legendary passing, I dare say. Woo! See, that's what I needed to pull off. But I just didn't have the reaction times necessary to pull that off. When I should have seen that Marciello was going towards the grass. I should have done a little extra braking and just gotten skimmed by. Instead, I was just barely missing the wall, eating grass, but he was already using up all the available grass space. Oh, that's it. I'm out. Marciello gets it back. I'm not going to go block him in that situation because I've been off track. He's got speed on me. Good job, Marciello. Good, solid pass at the end. Pass back. All right, that was fun. Really, really fun. Good, clean racing. No major accidents on my... Oh, and the Dark J did do a thing. He finished Nords. Right on, man. Right on. Hodar, that was a good race. Thank you very much for joining us. That's awesome, man. I appreciate you coming in to show some appreciation and saying that was a good race. It encourages everyone in the race to continue to race the way we do, as clean as possible. Accidents, totally. Oh, you're driving the Huracan really well. You drove it and proved to us that it can be a Huracan. For me, it's the Huracant. When I take it, I touch a little bit of grass and I completely lose it. Or I get up on these elevated banks, the elevated candies, and I lose it. The 911 here, I think in one section I went over, what is it, 3, maybe 4. I took one jump, crossed, got back on the track. I think I did a total of 4 elevated curbs without crashing. It could not pull that off with the Huracan. It's the Huracant for me. All right, so let's see who got first right here. Bren N. If you answer in shortly, you get to pick the next race, but it's probably going to end up going. I've got a feeling Bren N. I haven't seen him in the chat, so you do get to pick the race if you can call it out. But congratulations to Bren N. with a very, very, very fast lap time. JCCR Dark J. He's quadruple fast. You did it in triple fast time with a 7:01, and Ronan a 7:04 is nothing to laugh at. Even 7:10 is great. I'm at a 7:20, and we've got Kyoto. Oh, and you're Bren. Oh, awesome! The Out of This World Gaming. That is fantastic, folks. Don't forget to check out Out of This World's Gaming YouTube channel. He's got a fantastic YouTube channel going through various games. I love it. And let's glad that is you, Bren. It is good to learn. So you said, remind me here, I'm going to go check this out. Kyoto, fantastic. Let's hit that up just so I don't forget. Number of laps, Kyoto. I'm going to say it wrong. Not this one here. No. There we go. We've got, do you want the Yamajiwe or the Maya Biwe or the Yamajiwe in reverse? It sounds like I'm ordering sushi, but yeah, I don't recall this at all, which will make it fun, interesting, safe, smart driving, and a handful of sportsman driving tips will get us all through it. Yamagiwe. Now, am I mistaken, or is this the track that Top Gear, or later on it was called the Grand Escape, or something or another, but Jeremy Clarkson and Hammond. Is this where they went when they were racing? They were playing around on a Japanese track? I can't remember, but I am looking forward to the race either way. And JCCR Ronan bringing back some philosophical wisdom. Wisdom is patience. Wrath is of the fool. Absolutely. Absolutely. Can take you years or decades to build relationships or build businesses. And then you can, if you don't have patience and you blow your top, you can lose all of that in a matter of minutes. And Knight Rider Jim saying the Grand Tour on a neurological, a neurological aspect or level of understanding to all of this. The more often you're patient, which means you acknowledge your feeling. You say, right now, you say it out loud, or if there's people around, you say it in your head. Okay, right now, I'm feeling angry, but this is only a feeling, and it will pass. The more often you can slow yourself down and not have that outburst or that moment of impatience, it's like a muscle, it's going to become stronger. However, becoming impatient and getting all upset, I miss Top Gear a ton as well. I miss the Grand Tour even more, because I know the guys seemed a lot happier with on the Grand Tour. But the opposite is true. If you're at the gym and you're going to do your workouts, but you're not sleeping and eating properly afterwards, all your gym workouts aren't going to be worth very much, other than maybe being good for your heart and lungs and your longevity. But your muscles may very well even shrink. You need to get the sleep and the food. And the sleep and the food for the brain in regards to patience is being patient, and not getting it, being impatient, will have the adverse effect. Your brain, the frontal cortex, will actually shrink. Less neurological connections get made, and they do get made from being patient. And then it's more your amygdala in the back, your reptilian part of your brain, I guess you could say, that they call it. Not that we're ever reptiles, but more impatient you are, the harder it is to be patient, and the more patient you are, the easier it gets. It's like a muscle. All right, so drop to the back if you want, Bren. I can get you down there. How far back do you want to go? How about this far back? And I am horrible on this track. I have no idea what I'm doing. Knight Rider Jim is fast wherever you put him, so let's drop him down just a little. Dano doesn't know the track, so I'm going to leave him right there. Marcialo, I'm going to move him up a little here. Cross, let's put him... I don't know if he knows the track or not. Dark J saying we can put him at the back if we want. I'll put you back maybe just a wee bit. Put you, let's say, right here, not at the complete back. Remy, I'm going to put in first. And that's going to be the Rusty Lock Nuts. We'll put him in first. He's a D. Rusty, where is this Rusty boy? Let's put him all the way up in first. There we go. And I got a little message here. Oh, fantastic, Super Doofus. Yes, it would be greatly appreciated if you can hit that like button on the channel so that we can grow this community. More members equals more power, and more power means, well, more power, more fun. Who doesn't want more power? And who doesn't want more knowledge? We need more racers for more knowledge. Let's try this on 3. See if it's the type of track that 3 will feel just right, or will there be way too much turning. Oh, this track. I remember playing this track a year ago. Not quite a year ago. 11 months ago. I think I'm having a moment where my memory actually works. Yes. Oh no, this track is fantastic. Why don't we race here more often? nice section here. Alright, so let's start this race up. I think I've got a grasp of it here. Good luck, folks. Wow. Alright, let's get ready. Good luck, everybody. Let's put the pedal to the metal. Get down to business. Kyoto Driving Park. The sushi named track, Yamaji-Way. Good clean sushi is fantastic. Sushi that hasn't been properly handled and is full of parasites and gives you all sorts of, with time, annoyances with your health, not so great. High risk pass, but with high risk come high rewards, and here we are booting it down the track. And thank you to the driver that I passed for not doing a hit because you're getting past. Oh, Philness, fantastic. Ooh, I took my eye off the track, didn't I? Good to know, Philness. Thank you very much. Well, I'll be wrapping up the show in either at the end of this, probably at the end of this race. I should have an early night. The week that I had a sore back, I barely, well, my back's still a little sore, so I'm only waking up, 5 times a night, not 15 times a night. So it's my responsibility, even if I've got speed on cars, my responsibility to slow down if I can't make the pass without hitting them. No hitting in the turns. Otherwise there'd be all sorts of accordion accidents in racing. Car 1 would miss one brake late for one turn, and then everyone in the pack would just ram into each other saying, hey, I'm not responsible, it's his fault, he's going too slow. And now I'm at the back, and I got a boost from the Dark J. Thank you, Dark J. Oh no! Oh, we had a little mix-up. Oh, Remy, don't worry about it. That's not your fault, man. You're coming back on the track, and I just couldn't avoid you. You don't have to wait for me, but thank you very much. Mighty kind. At least now I have a racing mate, a racing partner to finish the race with. This is an interesting track, and I think it's worth that we'll see who wins and who picks the races based on who the winner is, but it might be worth picking up once in a while. Like, I think it's got Suzuka potential. Suzuka, once it's horrific until you get used to it. Then once you get used to it, you're like, oh, I like her curves. It's like a great ski day, going between moguls or getting a great slalom on down a beautiful trail. But it's hectic until you know it. But I have a feeling this track, once you know it, it's just going to feel so amazing with all the back and forth. So many nice turns, left, right, just like Norskliff. The Nuremberg Ring is incredible once you get it down, but it just takes so much work, so many hours to get that race down. So many hours. And Dano's up in first. My goodness, great job. We got Rusty Locknuts behind him. Not going to get in trouble with YouTube here in the algorithm by calling out that name. And we got JCCR Ronan. And on my end, we've got a dog with gas behind me, and it is awfully hard to concentrate. That's the type of gas that'll give you a migraine, that or neck pain. High-speed turns, like we're over 100 miles per hour going through a turn. Woo! That means a little bit of a mistake can lead to a big crash. Good job, Remy. Beautiful clean pass. I'm sorry, Remy, I cut in front of you. I cut in front of you in a dangerous manner, but you handled it really well. That was just a dumb move on my part. I thought I had the space to just cut right by. Really, I should have done a switch over. Just pass in from behind. A little peekaboo pass. You go from one side, you tuck behind, and you pop out the other side. I'm having trouble with the curbs. They look flat, but there's a little bit of elevation on them, and there's a drop off. So if you go off and when you come back up, it debalances your car and you slide. Remy, thank you for your forgiveness. I was asking for it. It is nice to hear back. Now let me know, folks, if a bunch of you want to run over to Phil's race. I can close up shop for tonight and call it an early night. It's 10:30 on my end. Otherwise, we can do one last race. Let me know. I won't be offended if a bunch of you start dropping off. Yeah, Dark J, thank you very much for reporting that. He's on the driver terror watch list. And Watkins. All right, let's do Watkins right up. Dano is the winner, and he does get to pick here. Remy's good for one more. Fantastic. Then I encourage you all to at least try to get into Philness's lobby. And I'm so happy it's Watkins. Glenn will do... How many laps? Dano, you choose. It has to be under 10. I can't do this until 11, but... And we got 10 watching. Thanks so much, guys. RSR Edward E, you fast legend, you. Thank you very much for making it in. Dano is saying %. 5. Okay, 5 makes more sense than how many laps do you want? Percentage. Or 4. No, 5 works great for me. I made a silly mistake with counting percentages the other day, and I've been doing it for years. I used to always say... going $100 stock going to $1,000, I'd say, hey, that's 1,000% increase. No, it's a 900% increase because you haven't gained back that first 100. You have to have $1,100. You have to have the stock go from $100 to $1,100 to have 1,000% increase. And then I'd just do the inverse. If you're going down from 1,100 to 100, it'd be like, oh, well, actually from 1,000 to 100, and I'd say, oh yeah, it's 1,000% decrease. And in reality, I could have at least made only a partial mistake and said it's a 900% decrease. But no, it's a 90% decrease. I was all wrong here. Wisdom is patience, wrath is of the fool. So let's keep it calm, cool, and collected. This is Watkins' race. This is my favorite race. At least top 3. I think this is probably Dano's top 3. Let's not ruin it for Dano and I. And let's make sure everyone races it often enough that it turns into... oh, fantastic. CW Ross, don't worry about it. You're saying it, and that's perfect. when I got onto the wheel, I was crashing up and crashing people up. When Super Doofus got on the wheel for the first time, he was crashing it up. Now he's amazing on the wheel, but now he's trying to go back. He's forced to go back on the controller during the work week when he's probably in a hotel room playing on the controller and a tiny little screen smaller than a shoebox. Sometimes he makes mistakes because he's out of practice with the controller. So don't worry about it, CW Ross. Just try not to be pushy when it comes to the line. It's not your it's none of our personal drive lines. If someone's already there, that means they're in position. They got into the proper race line before you did, and you either have to have the speed to pass them and tuck in front of them, or you have to slow down and tuck behind them. You can't just push your way onto getting the line and the apex. All right, let's try brake balance 3. I've been running at 4 here earlier this week, and I want to test out brake balance 3 on a mid-engine, the 911 in particular. Oh, fantastic. We got Dano behind us, Remy up front with a 911, my 911 brother here, I guess. And the Viper biting at my heels. Snakes do that. They'll bite at a horse's heels and then the horse will kick off the rider. You're more likely to die from your horse kicking you or get paralyzed or have a horrible injury. More likely to have trouble from the horse than you are the snake. And on that section, you can actually hit the accelerator before the inner apex marker. Actually, a good ways before. Wait, we got Remy behind us, followed by Dano, JCCRW, Wes. Great to have you back, Wes. Very nice to have you back. Happy you're still wearing the JCCR badge and racing with us. Let's grow the JCCR racing race crew, race team. All right, so I should have put myself a little further back. Let's see. We'll see how much people beat my time by. People get a full second faster than me, well then I guess so. Not too bad that I was in near the top. I think I started in second. Ooh, here we go. We're gonna get past now. And we're gonna hold the middle here so that we get priority on the apex. Little defensive position. Go through top of 4, get into 3 real quick, turn it, and get through, run all over that last apex. Ooh, I need to defend here if I want to keep Dano off. And let's see, can he late brake, do a late brake pass? No, I didn't brake early, so it didn't give him a chance to steal the tiny little bit of track left. It's not steal, just make a proper pass and a little bit of track left. So if we want to defend here, we're 0.5, so we don't have to defend here. 0.4, not sure if I need to defend. Yeah, let's do the full, use the full track. 0.5, not always, but sometimes, often enough. You don't have to defend, you can just go from the complete outside to the complete inside to get the maximum speed through the turn. Ooh, I've never been through that last turn as fast as there, and now I know what to do. Brake just a little beforehand and turn hard into that. Very hard into the apex. Almost aim for the wall, really. RSR Edward E. Thank you so much for the encouragement. Oh, we've got an extremely fast Dano behind us, and I look forward to having him pass us. But I don't think it's going to be through that section because I think we nailed it. I wasn't too early there. That's good. Here, let's see. As soon as basically right here is when you can get back on the throttle safely. And even I think we might have been able to get a half car length earlier. 3, coast up the hill a little, get it down to second for rotation, and full throttle all the way up the hill. 106. We got to get that into a high 105. Cut a second off that section, then we'll really be in business. At the 100, quick little braking. Ooh. Oh, lots of track left to get passed on. Catch the apex so we can be 4th gear, all throttle through there. Oh, smoothness is fast. Finally smooth on Watkins Glen. And not choppy. Oh, Dano beating us out for lap time there. Ooh, I think he's going to get a pass there. That was a slow showing. And yes, here comes the Dano pass. Great job, Dano. Good, very, very clean pass. I knew you had a lot of speed on me, so I wasn't going to try to throw myself in front of you and cause a crash. I'd rather no crash in 2nd place than maybe hold on to 1st and, you know, force you to bump me. Going to be close. This should be a very fun lap and a half coming up, so let's coast up in 3rd. Missed the apex, so Dano's going to gain some ground here. I find this one of the hardest turns on the track, and I think we just need to get as wide as possible and just nail the right time to push it hard towards the apex. Tempting to brake, accelerate early there, but I think the trick is to really hold off the acceleration. Let's get into 4th, full, almost full throttle. Ooh, and we can see Dano does a great job of driving through there smoothly. Gets the apex early, so he's back on the throttle early to set himself up with a good top speed on the straightaway section. Shift into 5th early. Almost at a 1 second gap behind Dano, holding a 0.6 above Jay Rizzio, the legendary speedster himself. The Viper turned white for a moment there. Not distracting at all. The Viper changes colors at times, like that 90s crime-solving show or detective action show. Oh, I let go of the throttle there. Should have been in 2nd, maybe just a little longer. Good pass, JCCR, Jay Rizzio. Hey, Dev! Our mate from Irish, how are you, buddy? How have the races been, and how has work been? Work and school at the same time reminds me of the experience I went through. Working 2 jobs while going to university, and then working all through the summer at a different job, a 3rd job. Worked for the town, doing a bit of construction and a bit of everything. I don't know why I let off the throttle there. I just adapted to the speed. Oh, Well, Dev, it is awfully nice that even though you haven't been getting into your races, you have been getting into dropping in, giving us a hello. So I'm shouting you out. You're a legend, and you've made me a lot faster in the past. You helped me get out of the E and to get into the D, and then you helped me get into the C. Then you worked your butt off in school and work, and we didn't see you for a bit, but now you're back, so maybe you'll be getting me into the B League. Good game. Dano, congratulations. If you make it to the first race tomorrow night, remind me that it is your pick. You are the winner, I mean. I'm the wiener, you're the winner. You get a great pass on me. Oh, you're in midterms. My goodness. Oh my goodness, I can't believe you're catching a bit of the live, even though you're in midterms. I remember midterms, and it was a crazy time where you have an exam every day. It's like, how am I supposed to do this? Oh, Dano, thank you. Dano saying he was struggling to pass. Thank you. Well, thank you very much, friend. It's a lot of the tricks that yourself, Dano, Philness, Dev, Super Doofus, you guys have a lot of you, and I'm missing a lot of people that have helped. The Dark J, you've given me tips on, different corners, and for people that watch on a regular basis, pick up these tips from you all, and then I try to repeat them. I'll pick up a tip and I'll try to repeat it often enough so that we're all learning and growing together. That is the goal here. The races have been fantastic, and I really appreciate it. Now I want to get YouTube to give me a nice finish, and I want to finish the show and show you all something. Oh, okay, midterm. It's the week off. Oh, okay, fantastic. Sorry, I was thinking midterms as in midterm exams, because we had midterm exams and then we had finals, so that was rough. So you lost a week. In one semester, you'd lose 2 entire weeks to just doing, 5 exams within 5 days. So it's like, okay, your exam's at 3. You study all morning, you go to your exam, and then you start studying the next night for your next exam, then study all day, and it's just a mind-numbing experience, especially that I was trying to stay on scholarship, and I did stay on scholarship, but yeah, and I also didn't really read the text very much. I went to all my classes, pretty much never missed a class. That was my trick. Go to all the classes, take incredible notes, but I would read the highlights of books. I'd take them out and be like, okay, professor's quotes were from here. Let's read that. I wouldn't read the full, 1,000 or 1,500 page book, because I had some classes that had 15 books in them. And it's like, oh, great, this book's 1,000 pages. This book's 400 pages. Yeah, I don't have time to read 15 books and have 2 jobs. So I do wish you the absolute best, Dev. And there's always a methodology towards success. And if you spend a little time finding the right methodology, you might save a whole lot of time making mistakes and doing things that don't work for you. Oh, and now you have ChatGPT. That is incredible. I still really enjoyed going to the classes. Did not enjoy, being assigned 5 books or 15 books and be like, wow, I'm dyslexic. This book is, this book, it would take me all my free time in a year to read, because it takes me about 5 minutes to properly read and comprehend and internalize reading a big page of a big book. But I can just go to class for 45 minutes and have or 3 hours, I should say, have a couple hundred pages of information summarized within that hour. So here we go. Pick out the right methodology, and remember, we all doubt ourselves. The most successful people out there, the most, even the billionaires, they went through phases where they doubt themselves, and they probably still do doubt themselves. I'm sure they doubt themselves on a regular basis. The only difference is they act confident and they put one foot in front of another, and that's where their success comes from. They do make mistakes, they learn from their mistakes, but they get it done. They just do it, as Nike says. They just do it. They doubt themselves. They say, no, I'm going to do this. This is what I want to get done. I'm going to break it up into little sections. I'm going to, hit one section after another until all the dominoes are knocked down. So I encourage you all, folks, chase after your dreams. You can even, in my case, my dream was to be good in school at one point. And, despite being dyslexic, I got through school and did really well on scholarship. So, who would have thought that when I failed grade 1? But I had someone, my father, my stepfather, who just believed in me and he pushed me. And you need to believe in yourself and push yourself. And of course, it helps if you have a stepfather or a father or a mother who really believes in you and keeps telling you you can do it, because that ends up being your internal voice. But I had to have my internal voice switched, because I used to tell myself I can't do it. And if you tell yourself you can't do it, you won't get it done. So get it done. Tell yourself you can do it. Build yourself up and accept your mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Make them, learn from them, get it done. I want you all to be incredibly successful, and I want you all to come back to the races tomorrow night. So Godspeed and God bless everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Love the crew here. And Dev, thank you very much. That's nice of you to say. I used to get more. Actually, now I get to share this with you, but I was a manager of residences for 3 years at a university, and I loved talking with students and encouraging them, helping them sometimes just, have a different methodology. Sometimes it means switching programs, following something that you at least have a little bit of interest in. But we'll continue this conversation another night. In the meantime, I wish you all more cars and more power. Hope you get to put the pedal to metal in a car that you love sometime real soon. And if this is the only way you get to drive, this is still my favorite way to drive, even though on Johnny's Car Care and Reviews on YouTube, you can check it out and subscribe. We're long-term reviewing. We essentially try to short-term review one new car per month, but we're long-term reviewing the 1999 Porsche 911. We're long to find out, can you own a European sports car that's gorgeous and still have fun and not break the bank or have it cause you a divorce? Can you, what is it like having a 2025 Ford F-150 Tremor on long-term review? And how about a Toyota 1991 Toyota MR2 JDM? They've got the reputation for being the most reliable vehicles, but I'm on 4 engines, so I make sure people don't get fooled. I give them the buying advice. I give them the real world experience as well. And of course, we've got the 2017 Shelby GT350 with the 5.2 liter V8 Voodoo engine with the flat plane crank V8 engine, meaning it red line starts at 8,250 RPM, just like a Ferrari 458 Italia that we've got in this sim racer. It also has a flat plane crank V8, and that's why it's a V8 that can rev so high, whereas the Corvette and AMG don't have flat plane crank V8s, and at 6,000 RPM it goes bow, 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 and it's all done. Thank you, Dano. Very, very kind of you. Thank you all for helping me learn and grow and become a much better racer. See you tomorrow night, folks. Hope to see you all there. We'll start up at 9:30. Try the weekly race. Hope not to have people's anger taken out on us. And then we'll get into the good stuff, YouTubers versus subscribers.